Greetings. This is going to be an all 12 sign reading, starting with Capricorn, ending with Sagittarius. Please check your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter, and your North Node. Go to Google, type in a free birth chart, fill out your information to figure out yours. Capricorn, two peas in a pod. Something goes together like two peas in a pod. There's teamwork. I'm actually seeing like two draft horses, like pulling a wagon. There is like two people really willing to put in the work here. A well-greased, well-oiled machine. I don't know, maybe someone here needs to like oil or grease their pan really well so you don't burn your food in the oven or on the stove, something with that. Someone here could also have a bile issue internally in their body. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, so go, do what you need to for that. But someone here, the issue that someone could have is a lack of bile production. This can also be from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or something kind of in the lines of that. Some of my Capricorns, you would definitely do well trying a more like keto style lifestyle or intermittent fasting, pulling back on the drinking, maybe even no drinking for 30 days. Even coffee can be really acidic and like exacerbate that issue. So if you're a notorious coffee drinker or energy drinker, just for like 30 days, give yourself a break and then see if you can like wean yourself to just use it like 2 days a week or 3 days a week. So it's like less than half of the week that you're doing something. So something here needs more moderation, Capricorn, that you're using. It's definitely a usage thing, a consuming thing, because it's something that's going into the body is what I'm seeing. Some of my Capricorns, you're holding your tongue. I'm hearing bite my tongue. Someone is really biting their tongue. They want to say something, but they're not saying it. They could feel like it's useless to say something because someone's at a distance anyway. Something is over anyway. Something wouldn't happen. Something anyway is what I'm hearing. Well, anyway. So, but Capricorn, the thing is when we repress, it boomerangs inside of us. So something here needs to be expressed so it's not being held on into the body. This is kind of like going back to the whole not enough bile production is because other organs in the body are backed up. So you have backed up bile production because organs are backed up, because you're holding in your truth, because everything is, it coincides, Capricorn. So what's going on with our body physically is because of something mentally, because of something spiritually. That's why I call it the Bermuda Triangle of health. It's all interconnected. So some of my Capricorns, quite literally, you have a blockage somewhere in your body. You're not producing enough of something because you're repressing, holding back something spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and you're not verbally saying something to someone. So it's like you can't even just address the health thing on the physical front. You need to address it on the speaking front, and you need to speak now, like say what you need to say. It's actually going to be really healing for you, because even if no matter what something ends up a certain way or something anyway, it's not. It's like you're going to give something permission to flow. And when something flows better, then you might be surprised the outcome. Like some of my Capricorns, you're so resigned. You're just so certain something is or is not something. And Spirit is like, but that's not the truth. Like it's only that way because you've cemented it that way. You've created that story in your mind, so to speak. So for some of my Capricorns, you're like really attached to a story of how something is when it's not actually the way that you think it is. In other words, you think something is set in stone that's not set in stone. It could be where you live, Capricorn, with the 10 of Pentacles reversed and the 8 of Swords. But you could be someone who's like, well, I have kids. Well, I have this. Well, I have all these things. So no, I can't move. So no, I can't da-da-da-da. But Spirit is like, where there's a will, there's a way. And there is a nudge here. There is like a calling. Literally, where you're at, Capricorn, is not your highest growth. In fact, there's quite literally like a ceiling on you. Like there's a cap is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it can also be the people around you, but it can also be people around you don't want you to go. Monday morning, such a rush. Here it is again, sneaking up on us. Yeah, here's the part you know I don't like. We say goodbye and then we kiss goodnight. I know tomorrow my best friend will be my coffee cup. Here we go again, watching the sun come up. I know I should get some sleep. I'm at the beginning of another long week, but I don't want you to go. Someone doesn't want you to go. Someone doesn't want you to go. That's Carolyn Dawn Johnson. But quite literally, Capricorn, the Fool is another moving card. The Knight of Wands is another moving card, but your family could not want you to go, and they could be like on you like a hawk, or someone, close friends, someone that you see as family, an ex, a current partner. If some of my Capricorns need to get divorced, it is here, the Five of Pentacles over the Ten of Pentacles, but the kids or the house, the livelihood, you don't want to pay child support, whatever it is, there's something like that going on for my Capricorns. You need to speak your truth in a situation. Now, for some of my Capricorns, this can be like a work situation where you're just not going to get the growth there that you really deserve, like that you are ready for. It's like the right opportunity for you is actually going to happen around March, April, May is what Spirit's saying. March, April, May. I see a big, the World card is literally a moving card. Capricorn, it's a move. It's a hermaphrodite, so I feel like, I mean, literally, it has nothing going on down there, but there is a boobie showing, so I have to cover it. But literally, Capricorn, there's a big move on the horizon for you. You're gonna have to be strong because some people aren't gonna like it, so buck up. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aquarius. You guys could be moving too, Aquarius. You also could have someone at a distance, very strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who one way or another, I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna get you. One way or another, they're gonna get you, Aquarius. Or you could be an Aquarius with strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements, and one way or another, you're gonna get someone. You're gonna get them. You're gonna find them. Yeah, I mean, there's a strong commitment here, Aquarius. I'm hearing, till the end of time, da, 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 in this life, that would be enough. If love was all I had in this life, that would be enough until the end of time. Isn't that how the song goes? I think that's a Justin Timberlake song. I'm not really his biggest fan by any means. But yeah, some people, I don't know, someone here, very strong past life energy if you believe in that kind of thing. Very strong soulmate contract going on here, Aquarius. I'm seeing reuniting. This can be an employer, it can be friends, it can also be a relationship. Take it, you know, wherever it is in your life. But Aquarius, there's a blast from the past, something coming back around. Someone is at a distance now, but it's like they've gotten older, they've experienced things. Yeah, someone has been watching someone and they've been learning a lot from them and they have an offer for them. Very strong Virgo, Aquarius, your energy too. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Virgo's here multiple times, actually. So Aquarius, this can be a boss that's watching someone that used to work for them and they want to offer them something. They've watched this person grow and mature. This can also be someone who you knew growing up who always had an eye on you. Maybe you like talked or flirted a little bit, but it never really became like a cemented full-on relationship kind of thing. But now someone really wants to offer someone something. Literally. The Lovers is a card of a huge life change. It's also like completely changing your life path. So it's someone being like, I'm understanding that where I'm at is not my highest happiness. I've grown as much as I can. I'm the biggest fish in this pond. It's time for me to be the smallest fish in a new pond. There is a wish fulfillment just around the corner. Just around the river bend. Just around the river bend, Aquarius. Someone is really stressed about giving someone an offer because there is distance here. Someone here could also be someone that's like, I don't want to shoot my shot because I don't know if they'd be open to move, or I don't feel like I can date someone at the beginning stages across the land. Now, this is where I like to say, like, Steve Cook and Morgan Rose, oh my gosh, they're one of my favorite relationships online. They were totally across the world. She was in Australia. And then there were like issues, like the thing was going on, so they couldn't even travel and see each other. And now they're like married together, have a baby, like just such a beautiful relationship. But they had to take the chance and bet on each other and say, you know what? Being across the world in different countries for 2 years is nothing when it comes to actually getting to spend the rest of my life with you. And if an entity or a force has us on the other side of the planet and they're really trying to keep us apart with all these other things going on in the world that we can't even see each other, then our connection must be really, really, you know, freaking strong, because only the devil goes after, you know, connections that are that great. So there's something here where it's like the greater the connection, the greater success, the greater fulfillment, the greater happiness, the greater abundance that a connection is going to have, Aquarius, the more difficult it's going to be to attain, or the more that you're actually going to have to put in. Like, you're going to have to put in work. Girl, put in work, girl. But also, boy, put in work. Yeah, both people are going to have to put in work. So work is going to be had. But it will be worth it, Aquarius. It really will. Okay. Pisces. You've been waiting on the world to change. I keep on waiting for the world to change. You keep on waiting for the world to change. Some of my Pisces, you are being called to rest at this time. It is a hibernation season. I am hearing hibernation. So some of my Pisces, it's kind of like, you know, bear energy. You just need to hibernate in the cave. And then Eureka, you're going to have an awakening. I did see Easter. I heard Easter when I saw this card. The Judgment card is quite literally beings waking up out of coffins, like coming alive after being in a coffin. So something that you thought was dead and gone is going to be awakening here. It's coming around. Something is coming back around, Pisces. Could be from a Virgo or a Leo. We have strong Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy. Someone has been going back and forth on offering you something, especially pertaining to love. Someone can feel like you get a lot of attention or they get a lot of attention. Someone here gets a lot of attention. They have a lot of people fight over them. And so they're wondering, like, do they feel the same way I feel? Do you see what I see? Someone's wondering, if you see what I see, if you feel what I feel, do you feel me? You could be dealing with a strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because we have Aries here 3 times. You could also be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This could also be like 2 people who have a presence online and they get a lot of attention from people, but they don't want pages. Like, someone here is like all or nothing. Like, show me what you got. Someone here could like pork chops. I'm hearing pork chops. Okay. This can also be something that didn't work out in the past because someone was greedy. Literally, the 9 of Cups. Someone was greedy. They like to mess around all these pages with the 6 of Pentacles. So someone here was doing that whole like fear of missing out. They're like, well, let me message them and them and them and them and them. And I don't really know if I'm ready to commit yet. So someone like pops in, they pop out. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They do the hokey pokey and they turn themselves. Yeah, someone here has done the hokey pokey, Pisces. So I don't know if you really want to give this person another chance. Because someone here has been doing the hokey pokey all around the world, and they're not happy with any of the hokey pokey that they're doing. Someone here is not enjoying the hokey pokey. So they want to travel to you. They're like, you're my soulmate, only because they gone around the world, screwed everyone. They didn't like any of them, or they didn't like him as much as they liked you, because the 2 of Cups behind them, what they turn their back on to go hokey pokey elsewhere, is the only 2 cups standing. So someone here turned their back on a real genuine offer. Now this can also be in a work sector. Someone didn't want to pay someone what they were worth. Someone here didn't want to give someone the full gig. This can be like someone always is hiring for like internships and things like that, just so they don't actually have to pay and salary someone, but someone knew that they were worth that. So they left a situation. And after they left the situation, this place tried to, replace this person a million times, and they just couldn't be replaced. And they're stressed about it too. 9 of Swords with the Sacred Union card and the Death card. Someone knows that someone was irreplaceable. Go ahead and get gone. Call up that chick and see if she's home. Oops, I bet you thought that I didn't know. What'd you think I was putting you out for? Because you was untrue. Someone was untrue, or someone, again, was just giving someone the runaround. Even with the Devil energy here, someone knows that they were completely using someone, lying to someone, having their cake and eating it too on the side. Again, with an employer, this can be someone that always promises, like, and you can aspire to this and you can aspire to that, but they have no intention of actually giving anyone that promotion. Like, they don't have any intention of that. They just want to constantly keep people in that apprenticeship, working student, internship state, so they never have to actually fully pay someone what they're worth. But someone here is realizing they lost a keeper. Someone lost a keeper. And now they want to go back. Now they want to return. Yeah, someone here could be coming in last minute. A last minute pitch. Yeah, work sector is highlighted, Pisces, with the Eight of Pentacles energy there as well. Yeah, someone here did it on their own. They did it on their own. They're like, fine, I'll just go and do it on my own. And someone's like, oh, they did it on their own? What are those? How'd they do that? And it's like, what do you mean, how did I do that? When I was doing the job of 4 or 5 people, and you guys wanted to keep me as a working student or an apprentice or an internship, even though I was literally doing the job of 4 or 5 people. And then I left, and now you're having issues. Well, I wasn't the issue. You guys honoring my worth and paying me my worth was the issue. So what do you mean, how did I do it on my own? Again, if I'm doing the job of 4 or 5 people, no wonder I'm abundant and killing it on my own. Isn't that obvious? Like, get it through your thick skull. Someone here is just a dummy. Okay, Pisces, after you is Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Success. Ooh. And Aries, when you're doing something right, like I just had to post this. I have a bunch of impersonation accounts, a bunch of people impersonating me right now. And one of my friends was like, well, you had to have made it in some degree if people are impersonating you and messaging people and trying to, you know, sell readings to them. So I have all sorts of things out with the support center of these platforms. It does look like your judgment will go in favor, Aries. Again, haters mean you're doing something right. Because, I mean, I don't understand haters in the first place because there's so many billions of people in the world. Just look at something you want to look at. Like, if you are obsessed with watching things you don't like and support, that only shows how sick you are. You are literally sick. You are ill. You are sick. You are ill. That's it. You're sick. You're genuinely ill. That's it. That's all. Because spending time focusing on things and people you don't like and that you don't support. But that's the thing, Aries, they're learning from you and they do like you, but they can't stand that they like you. They're sick, that's all, they're sick, it's okay. The Devil only goes after what he's threatened by, which is why he sends his little sick hellions after you, Aries. So keep being fabulous. Yeah, you have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups literally just came out. There's a lot of success around you, Aries. I mean, you literally worked hard for everything. I'm hearing started from the bottom, now we're here. How are people going to hate on someone who started from the bottom and worked their way up honestly through hard work? Just because they're lazy and they don't want to put in that work, Aries. That's how. So you got people here that are lazy, that are talking a lot, but they're lazy. They like diddle daddle. They want success immediately. And if they don't get success, then they jump to the next thing. Then they jump to the next thing. You have people here who are just like hopping around and then yelling at you because, oh, you just were handed this, you blah, blah, blah. Like someone thinks that you were just handed a silver spoon. And it's like, no, I got it out the mud. I worked really hard. And someone here just doesn't want to accept that. They're really mad about it. And they want to cause ruckus around you because they're not successful. They're also mad that you're just like in the self-care mode and they can't like tick you off, literally. Someone here is really trying to tick you off. And you're just like, not my circus, not my monkeys. Carry along. So this is a more mature Aries that I'm speaking for because it's an Aries who definitely values their self-care. You could be getting a job offer from a feminine. For my guy, Aries, you could be breaking up with a Queen of Pentacles to go towards a Queen of Cups, offering new love to someone. Could be someone that you hooked up with in the past or that you flirted with in the past, but then you ghosted them because you were still in this relationship with this Queen of Pentacles, and you're finally fighting so much with this Queen of Pentacles energy that you're like, screw it, I'm over with. Could be an air sign as well because we have, so some of my Aries, you're breaking up with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and you're going towards an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, where there's a lot more happiness. Again, you could have been two-timing this person, but you do show as a King of Cups, so someone here is actually a true pair with this person. But they definitely were two-timing, and they could have made the Queen of Cups think that they were totally single, but they weren't. They were just fighting with this Queen of Pentacles at the time, and they probably cheat on this one all the time, and yet she has zero self-worth and doesn't really care about herself, so she still sticks around even though this person literally treats her like crap, dogs on her, cheats on her all the time, and she has no self-worth, and she probably just uses her body or uses her throat. Honestly, because Queen of Pentacles here. Someone here, I heard throat goat, so someone here is like, I don't know. Someone here just has zero self-worth and they will just get on their knees for someone who cheats on them all the time, and that's honestly disgusting. And that's why he's losing respect for this person too, because that Queen of Cups would never in a million years do that. She probably won't even put that in his mouth unless they're in a serious committed relationship. And that's honestly what also ticks off the other person, because that Queen of Pentacles is doing the most, can't even keep the guy. The Queen of Cups is like not doing the most, she's doing the least, and now the guy wants to leave the Queen of Pentacles for the Queen of Cups. When it makes actual logical sense, because the guy actually is more attracted to the woman who has self-worth and who actually has self-respect. That's more attractive in the long run. So I don't understand what you're mad for when you're, you know, keep getting back with someone who's cheating on you and treating you like crap. Like, that's a you problem. You're sick. You're also sick. So Aries, you're dealing with a lot of sick people who just don't want to, they're codependent and they're sick and they don't want to do the work, and they get mad and pissy at people who actually have self-worth and self-respect and who have hard-working ethics, because they don't. So doesn't sound like a problem for you though, Aries. It's their problem, so carry along. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, you can be a little stingy at this time. You are being told to save your money at this time. You're being told, like, if my Taurans, you have been like, you have a group that you always go out to eat with, you always get brunch with, you always go out Friday night and get drinks with. You are being told to like hold back on that for 4 weeks or so. There's something here about kind of contracting, not giving your energy out so much during this season. Some of my Taurans, you could have extra needy children or caregiving roles, or your child could be a little like sassy during the season. They could be having some hay fever, you know, if it's like extra cold outside, so they can't be outside as much, they can't do certain things, you know, like summertime activities. Now, some of my Taurans, someone here could also have seasonal whatever disorder where, you know, you just don't like the seasons. I mean, I don't blame you. I definitely am not a lover of winter myself. Someone here definitely has a hard time with the season. There is a Taurus here who is really upset that they feel like they also missed out on a good one. Was that an Aquarius's reading? Someone feels like they can't return. They can't return to something. Yeah, someone here feels like in the past they really had like deep, serious love with someone that maybe they just like weren't grown up enough at the time to really acknowledge it. And now they feel like they're never going to have that situation again. They're never going to experience that again. For some of my Taurans, there's a situation here where you feel like your happiest days are behind you. And I'm not here to say that your happiest days aren't behind you, but I am here to say you can make memories or you can make new experiences that match the extreme happiness of your past. But someone here absolutely needs to let go of who they used to be and needs to kind of anchor in and accept and embrace what their situation is now. You know, this can be a situation of like a woman feeling like she's, you know, her body's just not the same after having a child. Well, no crap, your body's not the same after having a child. However, you now can experience so much more depth of feelings, of sensations, of, you know, just true unconditional love, having created a child. Like, there's so many people in the world who can't have that experience, who would do anything to have that experience. So there is a Taurus here who does need to stop kind of doing the pity me, poor me, oh yeah, well, you know, I wish I could look like that again, or I wish I could this again. And it's like, actually, you could be, I don't want to say better, but you could, there's more depth and there's more fulfillment if you embrace the change that you've gone through, that your body's gone through, that your relationship has gone through. This is also in those situations where, you know, if there is a rough spot in a relationship, you have to, like, it's going to take some time to get through with the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of multiple seasons, Taurus, but there's a lot of happiness and even better intimacy on the other side. But you have to be brave enough to actually do the work and to look at the stuff that you don't want to look at that could be childhood wounding with your own parents. It's like you have to go into that vault, but someone doesn't want to go into that vault. They like refuse to really do the deep inner work. And that deep inner work is what is preventing them from experiencing heightened levels of pleasure, happiness, joy, and fulfillment in this connection, that they feel like, oh, I'm never going to feel those things again. This can even be someone who, like, you know, their orgasms aren't like as intense as they used to be. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, they will be even more intense than they used to be. But someone here has so much childhood trauma that they do not want to unpack. They refuse to admit it. They refuse to look at it. They refuse to unpack it. And that's quite literally blocking your pleasure center. So someone here, it's like there's a block here because someone is not doing the deep emotional work. So it's like their body has just kind of shut down receptors for a couple seasons. This can also be someone who's had fertility issues and you're not going to, but you have to do the inner work. Someone here can be like, I'm doing all the physical work. Why is my body not responding? Because you're not doing the mental, emotional work. And again, the Bermuda Triangle of health, it's not just your physical body, it's your mental, emotional, and your spiritual health as well. And it's not that you have to believe in God like I do, but there are, you know, you have to have some connection to a higher source, spirit, universe, whatever it is for you. Like you have to be online on all planes to bring in the entity of life. And someone here is like hacked off at the knee in some capacity, in one of those fields. And that's why there's a blockage in your connection, or a blockage in fertility, or a blockage in your just overall happiness. Okay, after Taurus is Gemini. Gemini, I'm hearing I see dead people, honestly. Is that from the sixth sense? Someone here can feel like they have a sixth sense with someone, because we have the Lovers and we have the Two of Cups as the first card. So for some of my Geminis, you could be someone who's a bit more like cerebral, a bit more of an intellect, someone who doesn't really believe in this kind of thing. But then you could watch someone like me or someone else and be like, you know, what they said actually rang true, or what they said actually was going. So someone here is, they're having their mind opened up to a whole new world, to a sixth sense. And they swear that there's only 5 senses. But someone here is coming online to their sixth sense. And it's definitely through someone that they have a crush on. So it's like crushing on someone is what opens them to listen to something that they wouldn't normally listen to, that they think is like taboo or silly or fake or phony. Yeah, someone here is like on the fence. Yeah, Two of Cups again. There's definitely a spiritual awakening going on here for someone who's normally very practical, pragmatic, eligible bachelor or bachelorette type. Someone here who really loves their independence. Definitely the player type, Casanova, who comes in, love bombs, is there for a good time, not a long time, but he also likes the girlfriend experience. So he's not there for just a one night. This could be like a 3-date, 3-week, or 3-month thing. And then he's like, okay, a relationship is way too much work. Everything I just said, 10 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles, that's way too much work. So see ya, on to the next one. But Spirit's got something coming for this one, because it's like, Spirit is saying those player days are done. Don't want to be a player no more. Yeah. Someone is learning about the more spiritual side of life from this Queen of Swords. Literally, this is someone who doesn't believe, it's like they've met their match. It's funny because they could think stuff like this is like all phony baloney, but especially the Seven of Swords. But this Queen of Swords is literally enlightening this person. And they're also going to catch that, like, this King of Swords thinks that he's going to make this Queen of Swords, like he's going to catch her or expose her. But she's actually going to prove him wrong and expose him in some way. Because it is his perfect match. And she could actually end up not even being with him and go and be with this King of Wands anyway. So it's funny because someone here could try and play someone. But it's like that person's going to get played because, I mean, that is karma. They were literally trying to play someone and they were being deceptive. So it only makes sense that whoever they were trying to play ends up way happier, exponentially happier with this Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries energy. Now, Magician, Gemini, that is your energy. It's also Aries energy. We have Aries multiple times here. Aries again. Yeah, something is going to end. It's definitely someone being a player, but the Magician also has all 4 aces on the table, and there's quick travel, quick change. So someone is going to have to act fast. Someone here could also last minute travel, last minute reach out. Someone could last minute unblock someone with the Death card and then unblock them and message them with the 8 of Wands. This is a card of communication via technology for me, but it's also a card of travel. Yeah, some of my Geminis, someone could have treated someone as like just a hookup in the past, or someone could be talking to someone and say that they want to travel and they want to see them, they want to do all these things, but they really just want to see if they can like get that person in bed and expose that person as like being easy or lying about the whole relationship thing and be like, well, I got them in bed, well, I did this. And it's like that Queen of Swords with the Sun card. It's like, nah, they're not gonna, not only are they not gonna get lucky with that, but the person that they're trying to like get over on is actually going to end up in a very loving and nurturing relationship. Literally with the 10 of Cups, they're going to get their wish fulfillment. So if someone thinks that they're going to like play someone or expose someone as not being committal and being a hoe or being easy or something, it's like, not only are they going to fail miserably, but they're going to also have to watch that person be in a very loving, committed, lovely union here in a little bit. Definitely by March. So, okay, after Gemini, June, July, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, you block someone or someone blocked you. Someone with a very strong soulmate energy. For some of my Cancers, there can be tiffs in the family, someone that you don't really speak to, someone can be on non-speaking terms. It does seem like it is kind of best to just let it be. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be. So someone here needs to let it be, Cancer. Like, rather than constantly reaching out, constantly being like, we need to talk this out, we need to get to the bottom of this. You're not going to get to the bottom of it that way. You're going to get to the bottom of it by being like, okay, we're not agreeing right now, so we'll just take space, a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, really give something space enough that the other offended party has curiosity, with the Page of Swords and here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun and I say it's all right, do-do-do-do. So Cancer, it will be all right, but you do have to give something space. This is like if you try and, I don't know, it's like you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. Like, this is a situation where you're going to have to just allow curiosity to come through to diffuse the situation. So if you have like a child that you're arguing with, a partner that you're arguing with, a family member that you just don't see eye to eye with, don't even open your mouth, because they're gonna play tug of war. You're giving them something to grab. If you give them the rope, they're gonna grab it, they're gonna play tug of war with you. So you just gotta keep it to yourself. Everything I just said, Four of Pentacles, quite literally. Contract your energy, pull back, and attract them to be curious. With the Lovers card, they definitely will come around. There is a strong connection here, but Cancer, there's a push and a pull. You know, the waves and the sea do not just stay up on the shore. They go back out to sea and they come back. And there's, you know, high tide and low tide. So right now it's low tide. Let it be low tide. Give it space to be low tide, and don't, you know, beat a dead horse, so to speak, Cancer. Yeah, with Judgment and the Ace of Swords, someone will come back around. For some of my Cancers, if you haven't spoken to someone in a year, up to 6 years, I'm even hearing, or 6 months, I do feel like there will be communication by Aquarius season, so either mid-January to end of February, but also even into the beginning of March. Yeah, after a period of holding back for quite a period of time, Ace of Swords a second time with the Three of Cups, reconciliation. Someone here also needs to have more balance in their life. They also just need to go through certain life experiences. Like, sometimes we cannot move forward with a connection, a friendship, a family member, because God has certain experiences in that person's life that haven't happened yet, that do not involve you in any way, shape, or form, but that person has to go through that experience with that other person, with that clerk at the store, with that business, with that boss, that car accident, whatever it is. Someone has to go through a life-changing experience elsewhere to finally have, you know, the realization of the situation with you, and then they can come back to you. But you can't chase them or be like, have you been through a big life experience yet, and are you curious to talk to me and fix things yet? Like, it doesn't work like that, Cancer. Like, you quite literally, it doesn't work like that. You just have to have faith and just give the person space, let them go live their life, you go live yours. You know, connections or relationships should only be one tiny sliver of the pie of life. So go focus on your spirituality, go focus on your work, go focus on your hobbies, focus on your family, focus on your home, focus on your house, make a garden, focus on anything else in the world than that one person out of, you know, 7 billion people. Literally, give elsewhere in your life, especially with your animals or giving back to children. It seems like they're definitely craving it. They're wanting that, Cancer. Someone here is really defiant and really set in their ways. Someone here is also very money hungry or a workaholic. They can be an entrepreneur who does multiple things, and they just are never around for the kids, the family, the pets, whatever it is. Like, they're not giving attention to anyone except their work. And you're not going to get their attention by constantly yanking on them and being like, you're always at work. When are you going to be with me? You're going to get their attention more if you stop asking and you go focus on your own thing. Then they're going to be like, wait, where'd they go? Why aren't they nagging me anymore? Because you're doing something different. And then all of a sudden, I came in like a wrecking ball. Then they're going to come in. But you have to give them space. Okay, Cancer? So something here, you got to let it breathe. You got to give it some breathing room. Okay. July, August, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Leo, someone is definitely going to go viral, especially if something was really slow, or if you were, like, you had a lot of people or eyes on you and then things got slow, it's going to pick up again. For some of my Leos, you could be traveling in January or February to meet someone. You or the other person could have a platform, or both of you could have a platform. Someone here could be meant to work with another person. Like this can be a relationship that is supposed to be in the public, and it could really break someone's heart when they see it, because it does seem like someone is kind of wondering if they should go towards someone or not, because they are aware that it would really break someone's heart. I'm hearing that song, I'm only gonna break your heart. I'm only here to break. I don't know. It's inevitable though. I'm also hearing London Bridge is falling down, so someone here could be from the UK. Someone here could have tried to like bridge something a bunch, and Spirit is like, no. Like, I hate this analogy so much, but when you poop, you don't put it back up your butt. You know, like, you flush it down the toilet. So there can be a Leo here who's like beating a dead horse when it comes to a relationship or a connection, or they like keep trying, they keep building the bridge, and Spirit is like, no, like, let it go. Just like, stop. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. No, you don't. You belong to yourself, and they belong to themselves. So just let it go. Let it go. Someone here needs to let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Someone needs to let it go, Leo. There's so much codependence here. Someone definitely has their pick of the litter, 6 of Wands with the 3 of Cups, but someone here wants to go for someone new, a new flavor. What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor. Ooh. Someone here could be like interracial, or a different race, or a different ethnicity. Someone here could be wondering, like, would they even like my type? Like, I don't know. Someone here can literally be thinking that. They're like, what do they like? Are they... Someone here could also have a really, like, unassuming type. Someone is wondering if someone's single. Someone is wondering, are you really single? Or are you still boinking your ex? Because someone has a strong intuition, feels like someone is still boinking their ex. With the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, they're definitely getting attention from elsewhere. Someone here could be like, well, I don't owe you the truth, because we're not committed or anything, so I don't really have to tell you the truth. But they know that they're like lying by omission with what they say, or what they're saying with the 8 of Swords, because there is a hesitation, because they know that they're not telling the full truth. But they also don't feel obligated to tell the full truth, because again, it's like some new person online. Yeah, plus someone's at a distance, but it does seem, Leo, literally your card, Strength card, you've been watching someone, or someone's been watching you from a distance, and someone is wondering if they should travel to meet you. They feel like they just have to meet you in this lifetime, or you feel like you have to travel and meet someone in this lifetime. You don't want to go to sleep forever and cross the Rainbow Bridge without meeting someone in the flesh. Flesh. Isn't that a Miguel song? Flesh. I'm just hearing flesh. I'm pretty sure the song is called Flesh, right? I think it is. I think it is. Someone here could really like someone's flesh. For some of my Leos, someone is really blocking you, or they don't want you to go. They really do not want you to go. Like, yeah. Someone here is definitely on a merry-go-round. They keep going through the same thing with someone. It needs to be over with. Leo, someone has beaten a dead horse here with something. It's like so over with, it's not even funny. It's like there's nothing left. There's just nothing left here. So, okay, after Leo, August, September, Virgo. Virgo, some of my Virgos, you need more rest. You work too much. Work hard, play hard, work hard. So my side, Virgos, you do work hard and you do play hard, but you're not resting hard, and you need to get that part on point. Some of my Virgos, you could travel. Some of my Virgos, congratulations. You could have a baby on the way. It's funny because I kept channeling for my signs having a baby or like fertility and whatnot, or getting a new addition to the family. And I literally just got a new horse yesterday. I was not planning to get a new horse in any way, shape, or form at all. Like at all, in any way, shape, or form. As in Saturday, I was riding my horse, going about my day, so happy just having one horse, like just so, you know, pleased as ever. And then Sunday I woke up and I had a new horse. So, I'm saying that because there's definitely a surprise. So if you're like me and you absolutely are not sleeping with anyone active in any way, shape, or form, so you're like, yeah, that's not me, I'm not having an unexpected pregnancy, you could have an unexpected pet happen to you, because I had it happen to me literally yesterday. Today is Monday, right? I'm like, I don't even know what the days are, because I was at the barn until like midnight last night, and I was at the barn for 9 hours today dealing with my new dude. So yeah, for some of my Virgos, there's definitely like an unexpected addition to the family is what we'll call it, because literally I kept watching readings from some of my favorite people and I kept having energy. I was like, I've literally not been active, I'm not talking to anyone, there's there's nothing going on. Like, why is this energy coming through that I'm having a baby? Like, congratulations. I'm like, what, am I married? Because this is like a miracle birth. And then all of a sudden, before I knew it, I literally just had a new horse. So it's gonna be a wish fulfillment though, Virgo. Like, again, you're like, what? Everything I just said. What? The Seven of Cups with the Tower? Like, I'm not sleeping with that. So, I mean, if you are though, Virgo, like, you quite literally could have the baby on the way. And if you're sleeping with multiple people, for my ladies, you could be like, crap, who's the father? I'm not gonna lie, that energy's here, because the Devil with the Seven of Cups in the Tower, with the family card and that Sacred Union card, someone here is definitely, if you are, you know, sleeping with people, congratulations, because someone's 100% getting pregnant. But if you're not, if you're like me and you've not had any action and God knows how long you're cobwebs and you're not dating, talking to anyone, then you could have like a pet show up at your house. Or you could have someone message you and be like, hey, can you like foster this animal? Like, there's definitely an addition to the family here. Okay, I'm off that soapbox. Literally, with the Magician, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Virgo, anything could happen. Your wildest dreams. Strong Aries energy, because the Magician is Aries and then the Emperor showed out. But Virgo, this can also be something where it's like, you could start a business and you weren't even planning to start this new business, and then all of a sudden something happens or something gets monetized. Yeah, because someone definitely can be making money from home with the Knight of Pentacles and the Home card. It can be a long time coming. This could be like a really competitive circuit is what I'm hearing. Circuit, something about a circuit. Maybe something might short circuit, so be cautious with that. Someone here could also like travel for a circuit for their hobby. There's the Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? Okay, Seven of Swords with the Sun card, which is quite literally a child. Again, Virgo, if you are sleeping with people, be very cautious, because there's 100% an unplanned with the Seven of Swords and the baby card. There is an unplanned bump, okay? So you want to be cautious. Unless you are happy with that, then enjoy it. It's like, it's time for a contract. It's time for a sacred contract. Like, all of my animals are my soulmates 100%, but my new horse, Jerry, I was not, like, I'm telling you, I've had horses for 27 years. I've always been a one horse only one horse. And I've had so many other nice horses and nope. But when the Hierophant comes through, Virgo, this is like, you can't say, it is a God contract that it's like, when this is like, I know people who have gotten pregnant on birth control. Many people. I know multiple people. So it's like, when something is meant to happen, it's just meant to happen. So even if you think like there's no way, no chance, if you're doing it, it's gonna happen. If you're not doing it, then congratulations on the new pet. Because again, there is an addition to the family here. It's like time for this contract. It is time. Is that Rafiki in the Lion King? It is time. I think that is. It's time, Virgo. Like, it's just time for something. It's also time for a move. It's time for travel. It's time for this message to get through. It's time for someone to send something to you. I mean, quite literally, I had dreams of Van Gogh, my bangle. I would never spend that much on a cat. I would never go out and buy a cat. Not that I don't like cats. It's just like, I'm a dog and a horse girl. So I remember I woke up one day and I was like, Mom, I literally dreamt of like these like little leopard cats all night. I didn't know what bangles were at the time. I was like, I think I'm getting a cat. And she was like, no. And I was like, no, like I'm not going out and getting a cat. I think I'm just being given a cat. And then I kept dreaming of them for like an entire week. And then this girl sent me a Facebook message in my message request folder, you guys, and was like, hey, can I fly this bangle to you from New York? Like literally flew and gave me Van Gogh, okay? So like that's the Hierophant with the Eight of Wands energy. I'm sharing this story because it's quite literally the energy that's coming through with the Family card, the Magician card, the Sacred Union card, the Sun card, which is a child. Like when God said it was time, because Van Gogh is meant to be mine, I was just meant to be his mom. Like it's just so, it's not even funny. It's like we sleep stomach to stomach. Like he gets in the bathtub with me. Like we're just so close. God was like, Valerie, it's time for this soulmate contract. And same with Jerry, my horse that I got yesterday. Like I got on him today. I didn't even get on Thomas that quickly. Jerry already today was just like, you're my mom. And I was just like, shh. It's like, I was not expecting this. So there's an unplanned travel, an unplanned move, an unplanned marriage, an unplanned child, an unplanned animal, an unplanned addition. Now, Virgo, this can also be because you lost something really significant. And I've had a lot of loss in my life. Like a lot of really heartbreaking loss in my life. And I've been single for freaking so long, it's not even funny. So God will send things in when it's time. And right now, like I'm just in my animal era, just owning all of the horses and animals apparently. So, okay, after Virgo is Libra. Libra, you can be watching someone online from a distance who you used to be close with. I'm hearing somebody that I used to know, somebody. So someone is watching someone from a distance that they used to be in a relationship with, used to be friends with, used to work with. Someone here knows that they kind of did someone dirty in the past with the Magician and the Moon card, and that could be why someone left. That can be why they're watching someone online from a distance. But someone wants to offer some sort of like peace treaty. I'm hearing the Reckoning. Someone could use language like, I reckon. Someone here could be like a bit of a cowboy. I'm a cowboy, baby. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the rest of that song. I think that's how it goes though. Yeah, someone here wants to reunite with someone. So again, this kind of goes hand in hand. I think it was it Gemini? Or no, it was also Aries. Could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aries. Someone misses someone that used to work with them. Someone is like, man, they were literally the best employer. They were the best I ever had. Someone was the best they ever had. This is an employer who thought that person was the best they ever had, but they didn't say it. And now they're watching someone be independent. Literally, the Nine of Pentacles is their own boss. They're also single, independent, solo dolo. The Emperor is quite literally the entrepreneur. Aries is the entrepreneur of the Zodiac. So when Aries tries to work for other people, they usually get rejected everywhere. It's like their karma. Or people constantly belittle them and try and like little guy and little girl, yeah, and keep them small man on the totem pole, because that's God's way of being like, bish, I did not make you to work for another person. It's not that that's like people are like down on for being, working for other people, because like CEOs and managers, like those are, big entities. But Aries, you are supposed to be an entrepreneur. It's like it's literally how God designed you to be. So it was literally meant for them to be rejected from this place, for them to be, given the bare minimum, the crumbs, doing the work of 4 people, not getting paid for even the work of 1 person. And someone is like really feeling bad about that. They're missing someone. They know that they were shisty to them. They know that they gave them bare minimum crumbs, even though they probably had this person taking care of their kids, taking care of their animals, taking care of their most expensive things. But did they pay that person and honor and respect that person like they were taking care of this person's most important things? No, gosh no, of course not. And now this person's super stressed out. They're watching someone from a distance be super successful, have their own enterprise, be an entrepreneur, and thrive, frankly, on their own. And that just stresses them out. And they're not saying anything, but they secretly wish that they could come back together and be the 3 best friends that anyone could have. They're wishing that they could have this person back. Someone wants someone back. But they are miring from a distance. From a distance. Someone is miring someone from a distance. Yeah. Now, some of my Libras, you are traveling at this time, or you're about to travel. Some of my Libras, you could have job opportunities traveling, like short contracts. It does seem, I would be careful before totally like uprooting for something, because it could be like short-lived, like 3 to 6 months. Like this is like, see if you can like test something out before going all in on something. Some of my Libras, you really want to communicate to someone, but you don't know if they would be open to it. Very strong Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone really has a lot to say. They really, what you say, oh, that you only meant well, because you did what you say. I'm hearing that song, What You Say. Is that Jason Derulo? Now, I can't even think of the lyrics to that song. What you say. I don't know. Someone has a lot to say, but they're scared. They scared. They don't know if they're going to be received well, or if someone's going to be like, but you did it. Like someone is scared of someone pointing the finger. Something ended like literally messy. The moon with the death card. I said ended before the death card came out. Remember, the cards always just clarify everything that I'm channeling anyway. Someone is so stressed how something ended. It ended messy. Again, very strong like work situation where everyone's like a family, or a caregiving situation, like taking care of kids, animals, land, property. This is also a situation though where it could be family members who just don't agree with certain things or don't get along for certain beliefs. They want to have a reckoning. They want to reawaken. They want to get back together. Come together right now over me. Someone, I want you back. Someone wants someone back. For some of my Libras, you are being really nudged to work out, like get back in the scheme of things. Someone here could have had a slight injury. It's like, well, then do something else. Like if you injured something, then do yoga, stretch, or get in the sauna to sweat that way. If you have like bad knees or something, then get a rebounder. Or if it's really cold where you're at and you can't do things outdoors and you can't afford a gym membership, again, buy a rebounder and jump on the trampoline. Like there's always something else you can do. It seems like some of my Libras, there is a bit of like a poor me or pity me. The 3 of Swords keeps coming out with the Page of Wands. So again, this can be an upset around physicality, around exercise. Can also be like, it's the holidays, so it can be like, I'm unmotivated to work out because I just feel bad about myself. So then you just like keep exacerbating that, and the issue compounds on itself. It's like, start small, like just walk around the house and set a timer and listen to a podcast for 30 minutes. Like you don't even have to go outside. You can just walk in circles from your living room and your kitchen. Like there's something here where it's like, you can do so much more. I don't know. Like you just have to start. Someone here just has to start somewhere. Someone here can also be like overstimulated or overwhelmed. I'm hearing that song by John Bellion, Overwhelming. Everything she does is so overwhelming. Everything about her is so overwhelming. Come over here and overwhelm me. Someone here can have a crush on someone, but they're scared. They're like, I think I'm gonna get rejected anyway. I don't know. Someone needs to say something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. I'm hearing, anywhere you go, I'll follow you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Listen to the song Say Something, and also Overwhelming by John Bellion, because I'm channeling those really strong right now for Libra. Okay, after Libra is Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, keep to yourself at this time. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, people are going to hate on your happiness. This is what I don't get. I don't get this at all. I will see people that I grew up with post selfies with like the dog ear filters, like the huge eyes and making their mouth super tiny, and they'll get like 200 likes on it. And then I'll just post something with like no makeup, maybe like the me where it like just barely smooths your skin a little bit. Like that's all I have right now is like just a fine skin smoother. But my eye shape, my lips, nothing of that is changed proportional, doesn't change. Like this is me. If you see it without, there'd just be slightly more port. That's it. And then like no one will react to it because they're like, yeah, look at her. She's so full of herself. Look at that filter. Fake. And it's like, but 200, it's like, I don't care about it because it's not for attention. It's just like, hey, I feel good about myself today. Hey, it's just like, good morning. Look at me and my cat being really cute. And people are like, oh, look, so full, so conceited, so narcissistic. And it's like, but everyone that I grew up with can post the dog ear with the giant eyes that look not even human. And it's like 200 likes. You're so pretty. You're so cute. Yay. Like you have those kind of assholes and idiots around you, Scorpio. So just keep to yourself at this time because you just have a bunch of people that just don't make sense. So it's like, enjoy your blessings because for some reason you're only allowed to enjoy other people's blessings. You can't share yours because then you're a conceited narcissist who's full of yourself and who's fake, even though you're just like genuine and you're just being real. People don't like your light is too bright for these people right now, Scorpio. It's like things are too beautiful in your life right now. And for whatever reason, you have a bunch of really sick, ill-minded people around you who can't genuinely be happy for other people's genuine fulfillment and happiness. Especially Scorpio, you are like the deepest sign. So when a Scorpio has really earned their stripes, when a Scorpio has really come out the mud, I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. When you've actually made it through, oh, that takes them off because you reach a depth, like Carl Jung said, it is said no tree can reach heaven, whose roots don't stretch all the way down to HE double hockey sticks. Scorpio, you're the only sign that's actually meant to go that deep in HE double hockey sticks. So you actually experience deeper pleasure, deeper fulfillment, deeper happiness, deeper joy and bliss. It's not that you're better than. There's just a depth to you that other people freaking hate their guts on because they literally were not designed to experience that kind of depth that you have, Scorpio. So when you are a Scorpio and you're designed to experience more depth in your connections, more depth in your relationship, more depth in your family, it's going to tick off all the people who just weren't designed for that. Like my favorite analogy for the Scorpio is the whole adage of like, you know, a Yorkie cannot save someone who is stuck in a 10-foot avalanche in Colorado. Only a German Shepherd could do that. But the Yorkie can save someone's life as an emotional support animal that they get to like snuggle with and have. So they both can save lives, but a Yorkie is just not as deep as the German Shepherd. It's just not. And so it's just one of those things where it's like people are going to get upset, but it, you know, you can't argue with them. So you just can't. It's all good. Yeah, and it's lonely at the top, Scorpio, with the 5 of Cups, and you see all these people, all these sheep that are in these groups. You might be single and alone for the holidays, but if you have animals, you have peace, you have a roof over your head, you have a job that is fulfilling, then honestly, you have it made, Scorpio. You really do. Plus, we all come to this world alone. We all leave this world alone. So you're really not missing much at all. Like, you're not. Some of my Scorpios you could be moving in the next 6 months. You're also going to have options, but you are being told to keep to yourself and to, I don't want to say like not deeply explore these options, but you're kind of being told, see who comes towards you. Like who, yeah, literally. The Chariot is literally a card of travel with the Lover's card. Someone is supposed to put in the work and travel to you, Scorpio. The communication is on hold. This can be someone that you talked to a little bit in the past, but they could have not been totally over something. They could have been not fully available. It could have just been wrong timing in the past. Something is coming around. Very strong Taurus energy, Gemini and Cancer and Pisces. We also have Libra, Gemini twice, Gemini 3 times actually. Very strong Gemini. Yeah, someone wants to come in with an offer. Scorpio, it seems like someone that you could have slightly talked to in the past. Again, just on and off, and then they were talking to other people, they chose other people. But remember, Scorpio, you're deeper, you're literally the deepest sign. And so someone here just wasn't quite getting, you know, something always felt kind of like they were missing, like something was just kind of missing with these other people, and they haven't really been fulfilled, especially on an emotional level. They haven't been fulfilled. So someone wants to come towards you. They could ask you to travel to them, or they want to travel to you. Okay, after Scorpio is Sagittarius. Sag, last but not least, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sag. There could be a lot of fighting, a lot of chaos. Yeah, 5 of Wands with 5 of Swords. Okay. Something is not right here. Someone here could have embellished. That's what I'm hearing, embellished. Someone here over-embellished not even the truth. They over-embellished a lie in a situation. Someone is like, you said what? It's like someone's lie. Yeah. Someone caused a bunch of ruckus in a situation because of a lie. And they thought the lie wouldn't like really be that big of a deal. Maybe because the person that they were relying on, they thought was like not that big of a deal. But something here was a lot bigger deal than they realized. And now someone is in deep doo-doo. For some of my Sagittarius, things could be crazy in the workplace. You might even want to get a second income because things could be going out from, you know, some lights could be going out somewhere. Maybe lights could be going out with like, there could be a power surge here. There is definitely stuff going on behind the scenes, Sag, that is causing mayhem. And someone is really trying to block someone's success. Someone is doing the most to block someone's success. Yeah, this can, again, be someone embellishing, lying about someone because they refuse to see this person be successful. They're like, they shall not be successful. Under my watch, they will not be successful as long as I'm here. Like someone refuses to let someone else be successful. And it's just because someone is quietly sulking and sad. They're unhappy in their situation. So this is a happiness hater that doesn't like other people being happy. So if they see someone being happy and winning in life, they just have to go in and try and cause heartbreak to that situation and to try and end any new opportunities for someone because they know someone here has got the magic touch. Someone here is just really good at what they do. The 9 of Cups with the Strength card. You know why? Because God designed this person to do this thing. It's like whenever we see crazy feats in the Olympics, like when people make crazy records, it's like God designed that person to do that thing. Like, but of course, when you're the greatest at what you do, there's always going to be mayhem. There's always going to be issues. Now, I do see whoever tried to stop this person, they are still going to break through no matter what. Even if something took longer, that was actually God's way of protecting and preparing someone, because this is kind of one of those things where, you know, sometimes we see people like rise to fame really quickly or get certain accolades or win certain things really, really quickly. And it's like their psyche, their psychology, also their makeup and their physical vessel was not prepared for the pressure. Be prepared. Like they literally were not prepared for the pressure, for that fame, for that. This is like, I'm not hating on her. I'm not at all. But I am hearing this is like that Haktua girl. Like, you know, she just said something silly out there and then it blew up and then she did the whole, you know, meme coin thing. And now I don't know what's going on with the whole lawsuit against her or anything, but I know she's in deep doo-doo. But it's like sometimes people didn't prime themselves properly, didn't make sure to like trim who's around them and really like vet people or, you know, scope people out before they let them into their circle. And then it ends up, it's like their fall is way harder than their rise to fame. So that's why it's actually better when people do try and slow you down, because that means once you actually make it, you've had everything in the kitchen sink thrown at you, and then you're really unstoppable, and then you're really unwithable. Like you're unmovable when you're at that point. So this is that kind of journey. Take it whatever side of the fence you're on, Sag, because this could literally be a Sag going after another Sag, because there is a lot of fire energy here. There is a lot of moving parts. It does seem like someone got a whole group of people to gang up against one person. And again, that was just God's conditioning and preparation for when this person makes their breakthrough. Because, yeah, like someone here is not meant to fall, but the higher you rise, the further the fall. So it's like, it's slow, to prepare and train this person properly so that once they make it there, you know, they will have the success. And it seems like all these people are going to be really sad about it because they tried so hard. They tried so hard to stop this person. And, you know, that God just had different plans. He was like, I'm sorry, I was just using you as, you know, like training wheels for my angel over here. Thanks for being the training wheels, but we can dispose of you now. We don't need the training wheels anymore. So it's like, this is when God allows people to hold someone back just a little bit, just a little bit. It's also that pressure, and what creates a diamond? Pressure. So, all right, bless you guys. As always, hit me up at ValeriefromVega.com to order a personal reading from me.